The stream is better muted anyway. You didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything. My knight, I was saying, you know, guys aren't good at lip reading. My knight is better on c6 than it is on d7. Very good time management by my opponent, by the way. Excellent time management. He either uses no time or too much time. First he used no time, now he's using too much time. Wait till a problem arises and then think about it. So what's happening with the World Cup? Yay, Hans is eliminated. Isn't that great? I guess he couldn't bring his computer to the World Cup. What a shame. He's such a great guy. All right. Anyway, you gotta watch that long diagonal. It's a nasty diagonal. Now, with the two bishops, bottom. White is okay, right? It's okay. I mean, he has the center, and you know, he should be. I have f5, which is very risky, but kind of tempting, isn't it? Jeez. How about f5 at some point? Silence fills the room. There was silence for a long time, guys. Sorry. Thanks for reminding me that my mute was on. I'm back. No, Schumacher was here. Leviathan. Leviathan moniker. Wow, that's pretty random. H4, idea knight g5. I do have this f5, but f5's crazy. Why don't I just take your pawn? He has rejoinders. In case you're just rejoindering us. In case you've just rejoindered us, I didn't really calculate this very well. Take. Oh, I forgot a take, actually. There's another take. Take. But I don't think so. Not today. I'm a clear pawn up with a winning position. Oh, no. Here's where he really enters his... He really enters into his, into the zone. When he gets down to a lost position, starts to play like on another level. F6, yeah, see, rook c7. Very disturbing. This is always the case. He always plays like a genius when he has a lost position. That really disturbs me. $1900. Oh no, I just realized my mistake. Another mistake. Oh, I see. Okay, check there. That doesn't help. be something here. I don't believe it. I guess it's like a draw or something. Not even. What am I doing? Probably getting mated now. I'm lost. Good game. Easily crushes me in the first game. Yeah, all right. Look at this. One inaccuracy, one mistake. Your first game against me? Come on, bro, whatever. And you're 1900? Whatever, dude. There's no way. I mean, this is unbelievable. This is a draw. And he finds only move. I should have played bishop takes f3. If I realized you had to recapture, I would have done that, but I thought that you could maybe make some kind of weird in-between move like bishop a3. Bishop a3 might actually be better, you know. I can't believe it's a draw. You're a clear pawn down with a knight versus bishop. This is so insane. You saw bishop takes f3. Wow, that's deep. I saw it too. That's deep, man. You played a 17 CPL game in 5+5. You know, I don't think I got that good of a average center pawn loss in one of my OTB games from the World Senior. All right. I think that game was like better than any game I've ever played in the World Senior. By him. Objectively in terms of mistakes. On the first try. Ashby, thanks for the gift sub. Let's lose 2 in a row. It's why you're 1900 in Blitz, because you play 17 CPL games. I don't understand. I don't understand how that's possible, you know. Why are you not like 2300? You're supposed to be 2300 if you play that caliber of game, man, you know. I just don't understand it. I really don't understand. How is that possible? How are you not 2300? You're supposed to be 2300 if you play that accurately. Why are you 1900? Like seriously, but you play like 2300 against me. That's true. Now, you misplayed the opening just enough to be slightly worse, but you were never lost. Maybe borderline. But then again, you know, a lot of grandmasters do the same kind of stuff. You're 1900 FIDE now. You're 1900 FIDE now, and you're 1900 in Blitz. And you're super, super, super fast. How could you have the same FIDE rating as you do in Lead Chess Blitz? And be good at Blitz, and play mostly Blitz. You don't play Blitz online. Oh, God. Why? Why, dude? Why? Why do people play Blitz chess, you know? It's so stupid. Because they think they see some stupid grandmasters. You know what? The grandmasters are stupid to play bullet chess. That's what they don't realize. They think, oh, grandmasters are geniuses. But they're not. They're like idiots. You know, a lot of them are idiots. One grandmaster who got knocked out of the World Cup spent the next day playing like hundreds of bullet games. I'm thinking you're a moron if you do that. And a total waste of talent. We can't assume grandmasters are geniuses because they're grandmasters. They're not. A lot of them are really big time idiots. If you waste your life on chess and then play bullet chess all day, you're definitely an idiot. But then the lower rated players think that that's what you're supposed to do. Carlson is guilty as well. See, another player exactly the same rating level. You guys like really know how to like destroy my ego. I mean, I come in and I play people who are 2000 in Blitz and they play like masters. It's not the first time I'll lose to Sun Prism and Bijak the first two games. Why aren't you guys like 2300? I don't understand. Well, I don't play Blitz. Dude, you have thousands of Blitz games. What do you mean you don't play Blitz? Your rating is based on thousands of games. You know? Or hundreds of games at least. Maybe you didn't play too much Blitz lately, but it's the same thing, just faster. Maybe people just try harder against me. I don't know. Because I'm a title player, you're trying harder? Is that what it's about? Anyway, it just destroys my ego. You know, I'm just like, why am I such a fish? I lose every game I play to people who are rated 2000. And 2000 on here, in terms of FIDE rating, is like 1700 FIDE. White's playing like a grandmaster. What was this opening again? Yeah, equalizing, but only equalizing. Okay, 7 was a bit weird, but what am I supposed to do? I feel like I'm playing Leonid Udasin. We had a very similar game once. Now, Sun Prism actually using his time. Bijak, I like how you play like you make mistakes, and then in the technical part, you instantly win. I mean, I really I like lost my mind and I blundered the game. It was a draw, but I do that a lot when I get frustrated. I can't win, so I'll just lose. Yeah, I mean, I forgot you could triple on the double on the 7th. That was the whole point. But I can't win. I can't believe I'm a clear pawn up and I can't win. And I have to give my bishop for your knight on f3. I would have won the rook in game, but you had bishop a3. Doesn't seem fair, you know, that I'm not winning there. Why does everyone play so well, Acerbate? Make me look bad. They're 500 rating points lower than me. And they make me look bad. He's taking his time, though. That's good. This is completely equal. You can't make wine out of water, right? If white plays very solid, it's a draw. Chess. H4. That looks familiar. By the way, I played that horrible move H5 against Bijak. That was like the worst move on the board. It was a sort of hallucination. I forgot he could double his rooks on the 7th. Somehow I assumed he had to trade a set of rooks, and H5 would actually give my king luft. Oh man, H5 was an idea there too. But after the last game, I don't think I want to do that. What the hell are we doing here? God, man. I don't know, F5 is kind of weakening. Can't wait to see the San Juan loss on this. I'm not creating any problems for my opponents. That's the issue. I'm playing too solid. or adverb. Solidly. Like Lichess. Solidly. Well, it was solidly until F5, which is kind of risky. Yeah, thanks, Asterbate, for the Leviathan moniker gift sub. Yeah, we got 2 more challenges. Redirector, hand chess, chess theory, 1, 2, 3, 4. We played that before. It's a very original name. Chess theory, 1, 2, 3, 4. You must have had an inspiration that day when you created that account. It was an epiphany, as they say. Epiphany Jones. Epiphany Peters. Oh my God, what's he doing with all this time? Get your calculator out. Rook d3. Okay. Is this a good move? Unclear. Oh, I guess I don't have a choice, huh? Well, you could have captured on a6. That was getting kind of messy. I hope I was okay there. I think I might lose a pawn. Don't worry, he'll play extremely well in the increment situation. White's still totally equal. So what do you think the Sun Prism's FIDE rating is? The same, like 1900? I hope so. You better be at least 1900 if you can play this well. But way more solid than Bijak. Bijak can play like a maniac at times. What should I do? All your pawns are on the wrong color now. Makes you wonder. What am I going to do? Oh no. Some sort of tactic? I'd like you to trade your bad bishop off for my good bishop. Apparently, that's my goal here. I'm never going to win on time, so it doesn't matter that I have 3 minutes to 30 seconds. I'm just saving the time for later. I'm not trying to win on time. I'm just trying to play, you know, a good pace. Not get down to just my increments. The game hasn't been very complicated, so... Jesus. Whoa. Double exclam. Yeah, that was the point. Okay, I go here. Oh, you have that too. Okay, nice. Well, the time pressure did him in. I got 1 out of 2. I think, you know, until the very end, he was drawing. He gets no love from the analysis bot, but all of his mistakes came in the last 10 seconds. So basically, Sung Prison played a perfect game until move 29. Not one inaccuracy until move 29. See, everybody's 1900. Not one single inaccuracy the whole game until move 29. That's crazy, bro. I mean, it's all a question of relativity, but if you don't get into a tactical position, accuracy can be high. Well, that's true to some extent. But, you know, it's not just about tactics. You can make strategic mistakes too. I think you should change your phrasing, G-Souths. You should not say tactical position, you should say complex. Because positions can be complex in both tactical and strategic sense, you know. So the word you're looking for is complex, not necessarily tactical. Yeah, the opening has all been played before. This is known, right? B3 is the best move. He knows that. That's unbelievable. Now I played A6. And then knight C3, natural move. Not common here. Well, it's a novelty. And most people would fianchetto out of the bishop, but there's nothing wrong with his move. Or is there? D5. I had D5 equalizing. Wow. Alright, next game. The redirector. The redirector. Are you a director or a rector? Or erector? I don't think I've played this account before, but we have played people from Bulgaria before. 1 out of 2. You guys are too good. It's not even fun to play against you. I want to play some beginners. Alright, I don't know if this guy's going to start. Hand chess. Also, it must have taken you weeks to come up with that name. What happened to chess theory 1, 2, 3, 4? Come on, guys. Alright. I'm going to abort the game. Hand chess. We need more creative screen games. Hand chess is not here either. Okay. Oh. Rock. Rooks sometimes referred to as rocks. And no one played e4. Ah. I thought Mikuleski might play the Trumpowski against me in the final round. This is the Heinrich Chepakaitis variation. Smart chip. I get it. Smart chip, like a computer. Okay. Computer chip. I could have played, what, bishop g4 there. I don't like this, dude. I don't like this. This is dangerous. I should have exchanged on d4. Thank God he played c3. Because the dynamic move here is c4. Now, true, your knight's on d2. Knight on d2 isn't great. It isn't great. I'll admit that. But if you haven't played c3, you can always play a gambit with c4. Once you played c3... Actually, I probably should take this pawn on b2. But I'm not awake yet. I have brain fog. I should consider taking that pawn. a3 doesn't look... That doesn't look right, man. I mean, I'm going to take the pawn now. You can't just sacrifice this pawn indefinitely with the pawn on c3. That's crazy. a3, c3. What are you talking about? Queen takes a3, another pawn. That's a lot of pawns, man. You gave me 2 pawns. c3 is a very slow move. And you know, so gambits don't really make sense in conjunction with the move c3. That's normally what happens. You know, you want to gambit the b pawn, you don't play c3. Rule of thumb. Thumb chess. I guess you could play c4. No. Queen's not trapped. In other news, my queen's not trapped. Yeah, but this is also dangerous. Dude. Wait, he's a maniac. 25,000 bullet games. This is the place to be. You're in the right place if you like to play bullet chess. Definitely. It's a plague. Bullet chess is just a plague, destroying our society. If I see another player with 25,000 bullet games, I'm just gonna like block them. I feel bad for you guys. I mean, just because Magnus plays bullet chess doesn't mean it's a good idea. It's such a waste of time. Now I have to be careful. I can't take because my bishop's unprotected. So I should go back. But where? Here or there? Queen c7. Yeah. White's really two pawns down on the queen's side. Very strange. Well, I can give a pawn back. I'm going to have to give a pawn back, at least. This is insane to play like this with white. You need to stop playing bullet chess. It's just ridiculous. Right. And what is this, like mate? Bishop h7, king h7, queen h5. Not exactly mate. Almost, but no cigar. This is not normal. Seriously, who is this? Is that mate? That will be mate, right? No way. It is mate. I thought I had queen e3 check, but it's covered. Oh my god. Nice game. That's so funny. Nothing suspicious there. Yeah, they're gonna have to be blocked, dude. Every game I play is suspicious. think so, dude. 1 blunder, 2 inaccuracies. Look at this. C3? Seriously? A3? What? Rook C1 is engine number 1 move. Bishop B5, engine number 1 move. Castles, engine number 1 move. E takes D, engine number 1 move. Bishop D3, engine number 1 move. Now Rook E1, he played the engine number 2 move. It's tied. Castles, 95, engine number 1 move. And now F4, natural move but not best. I had H6, but this move almost loses. Now he finds the engine number 1 move. F5, and bishop takes G5 loses. Dude, that's very suspicious. I'm sorry, dude. You like beating IMs? You had bishop takes H7 right away, but this is good enough. I'm lost. Dude, I'm sorry, the guy's obviously suspect. I don't know why I bother even streaming, dude, because everyone I play is suspicious. It's just so depressing. You're telling me that guy. I mean, come on, bro. Hand chess. What a joke. A3, C3 on the queen side, and then you play like perfect. Give me a break, dude. You don't even know how to play chess. You're like using an engine to calculate after you make some kind of bad moves. You play on your own and then you turn on the engine and start playing like perfect moves. Internet chess is doomed. Guys, don't all talk at once. Chess theory 1, 2, 3, 4. So am I supposed to play F4 here? I don't know. He knows chess theory, not me. I don't know chess theory. Sorry. Well, at least I managed to beat Sun Prism in a very close game. That should have probably been a draw. But man, my level is very low. I'm a very weak player. It's easier if you got your engine turned on hand chess. Amazingly, I'm like lost after bishop takes G5. Looks like a completely natural move. But since I don't have my engine turned on and he does, you know, he's a huge favorite. I should just refuse to play people I don't know, you know. But if you refuse to play people you don't know, you'll never play anyone new. So that's kind of a problem. We have to establish who I can trust and who I can't trust. The hand chess is definitely not going to get another game. How can you play moves like C3, A3, and then play like a genius on the other side of the board? It doesn't even make sense. I mean, what kind of player with those sort of attacking skills would play such a move as A3 on the queen side? It makes zero sense. Knight takes or bishop takes. I don't know. I want to control the d5 square. This is kind of loose. Chess theory. Also a weird account name, but we've played before. Interesting. Bishop d7, losing time. My e4 pawn is kind of weak. I can protect it with bishop d3, I guess. You know, I don't know why I played this. It's just a random line. I never play h3. Mr. Slowhand's here. We can trust him. Schumacher usually plays like a computer, but we trust him anyway. And Sun Prism, I don't know why, but we trust him. But hand chess, yeah, I don't think so, dude. Bishop c6, bishop d7, bishop c6. Weird. Mr. Slow is gone. No, he's back. He's going to crush me too. I'm lucky if I have an even score today. I'll be lucky to have an even score. You know, I'm almost 2400 FIDE in rapid chess. If I just had one like good tournament, I could get back over 2400 in rapid. Now, question I don't understand. How does K factors work in rapid chess? You don't automatically have the same K factor in rapid that you do in normal, do you? No, it would be separate. But anyway, I was 2400. Because I went over 2400 in rapid, I have a 10K factor. Because I went over 2400 in classical, I have a 10K factor. However, in Blitz, I have not gone over 2400, so I do not have a 10K factor. Yeah, now I figured it out. Okay. 5 is rapid. You know, I should be like 2400 FIDE in this time control, but you guys are just like crushing me with 19/2000s. Do you know, like, against 1900s, my score should be like 8.5 out of 10 or something? Statistically. Somehow I'm not getting that kind of 85% score. Brutally checkmated by at least 2 of them so far. Undeservedly winning the one game I did win. Depressing. Now what do I do? E5? Yeah, that's a good move. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to do. My first and last, oh no. No tactics. Bishop on c6 is annoying, dude. Who is this? The Master of Masters, Austin. Everybody's always Austin Grandmaster. I hate that. Austin Grandmasters. Far right Grandmasters. Alright. Knight h5. Austin Grandmasters is who? It's either far right Grandmasters or Russians. Castles. What are we gonna do here? Bishop takes c5 doesn't work. I don't know what to do. I got nothing. When was this account created? January 28th, 2025. So this account probably has played me like under 5 other different accounts. They just create a new one every year. Rook e8. Attacking my e4 pawn again. People play too well, man. I mean, it's disturbing. Nice player as well. I love these names. Where do you guys come up with that? Nice player. Chess theory 1, 2, 3, 4. Hand chess. Peter Lee Smith? Oh no. Not in the mood for that today. Just here he missed the one move tactic. Had played a perfect game until that point. Now he's down a pawn. Though still it may not be that bad. Except for one small danger. Well, the fact that he's down a pawn doesn't help him here, but it's nice, it's refreshing that someone made a tactical mistake against me, because it so rarely happens. Friday's depressing, huh? You guys, talk to me. Asterbate, say something. Yeah, he took it out. That sucks. That really sucks. He took away my bishop that was going to checkmate him on h7. Unbelievable. Connect 4. Dear streamer, oh no. Thank you for the game. We're gonna have another guy lying about not cheating and stuff with this alternate account. It's a good sign when you come with the alternate account 5 seconds after your last game where you cheated against me. Is my queen trapped? Of course it is. Alright, dude. Can I delete chats without reading them? Dear streamer. I like how that's the point, right? Did you notice that? The first comment? Dear streamer. What does that tell you right there? The guy writes me a message that says, Dear streamer. I'm not a human, not a person. I'm not William, I'm not, Sparkle, even Sparkle Horse. I'm streamer. What does that tell you right there? It tells you that the guy's priority was the fact that I'm a streamer. He wants to beat the streamer by cheating, so I'm dear streamer. See? Give away a lot of information. Just wording that the way you did. I identify as a streamer. I'm a streamer. I'm not a human. I'm not a person. I'm not, an individual. Checkmate. Nice player. Hello. Yeah, this game is crazy, right? Wow. Chess theory. He actually played okay in the opening. I don't think that e takes f4 is a great idea, though. Wow, there's no games. That's crazy. That's really weird. Wow, everybody plays g4. No way, f4 is a TN? No, Kaprachik played it, of all people. Man, I confuse this with a different position. I guess, huh. You're supposed to play g4. f4 is not bad, though. Interesting. It's never been played. How's my score against Peter Lee Smith? It's alright. Alright. $21.06. Is my camera frozen? How long has it been frozen like that? It's not frozen? Okay. I look stupid no matter what I do. Keep good posture. Good posture is very important. Not to look like an idiot. gross. Oh, come on. Peter, yep. I hate this setup. Oh my god, dude. Respond? You're ordering me to respond, dude? Open a new window. This person has got to be kidding me. I am watching a stream. Respond? Are you serious? I'll respond. I'll block you. Stop sending me private messages. What's wrong with people? Unbelievable. Do you know how annoying it is? You don't even know me and you're sending me private messages about nothing. It's not like you had like a cardiac emergency and you need medical attention. I don't even know you, you know? What happened in the White House yesterday? I saw no information about that. There was a photo of Donald Trump. Someone passed out in the White House. And Trump was just standing there like taking a selfie or something. Posing for a selfie like he was having sundowning or something. Really crazy. It looked like it was AI generated. Someone like dies in the White House and Trump is like posing for selfies. So bishop takes f3 is normal. But this is okay too. Black's very solid. It's a Trumpowski, reverse Trumpowski. Very good move, by the way. G6, that's pro. Pro move. Pro move syndrome. Probiotic. It's a draw. Although I could, I can play it like a Dutch. I don't know if this is a good idea so early to play g4, but, the idea is, of course, to break. Why do you want to break with f5, Astrobate? Why did chicken cross the road? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think g4 was correct right away, but whatever. Because you can. Randomly grabbing space. Okay. Put him on the spot. Aspie, can you tell the class why white wants to play g4? Would you like to share? Aspie, do you have something for show and tell for the class today? Not the road one must worry about. Guys, I can hang out with you for like another hour, but it's been really depressing so far. Did I tell you that I hate playing Blitz? Well, at least on stream I hate playing Blitz. I don't mind it so much off stream. I have to say that I don't really like it on stream. I like doing other kinds of streams, but the split stream, people always like cheat against me. It's frustrating. Sometimes the simuls too. Chess hand. G4 covers H5. That's true. I took away knight H5. Well, these pawns are nice, right? They control a lot of squares. Yeah, see, Peter Smith is really strong. 2000s are pretty much that's as high as I can go. I mean, 2100 is way beyond my level. The other thing is that I constantly get positions I don't like every single game. Whatever it is, it's like just not a position I really enjoy. Every single opening I get, I don't like. The game against Sun Prism was awful. I hated it. I hated the game with Schumacher. I hated the opening. I hated this. I hate this. I never get a single game and a single opening I like. It would help to play better if I actually got positions that I enjoyed playing. But I end up playing a lot of positions I really dislike. Why is that? The last one, the H3, I don't know what I'm doing. I just played H3. I have no plan. I just don't believe when people say they're from China, you know. If you're really from China, you would probably hide the fact you're from China because, like, you're not supposed to be online or something. You have to use VPN to, like, use the internet and stuff. Maybe they're allowed. Maybe people in China are allowed to use Lichess. I don't know. But I just never really trust people when they say they're from exotic locations. I don't trust people in general. Probably a good default not to trust people. Sadly. And black's so solid. I should just offer a draw. I hate this position. You know what I hate? The C6. King's Indian attack. The auto C6. Grown. Horrible. The Tory attack in reverse, which everybody plays, you know, against the King's Indian attack. We are as normal. It's not a question of whether you're normal, man. It's just a question about the government, like, letting people use the internet or not. It's obviously Chinese people are normal, man. You have a communist government who like restricts what you can do. I mean, that's the thing. So you wonder a lot of times if people just put, like, random flags next to their names because they think it's funny to be from Madagascar or something, you know. If you wanted to, like, you know, log on to the Democratic National Convention website, would they let you? How about, you know, chess is okay? I'm just wondering because my country is heading toward a dictatorship, so I want to know what to expect. Let's see. I see very few chess players on the chess from China. They don't play chess. Most people don't play chess. Play Chinese chess. He's probably not allowed to use Twitch, but Lichess is okay. Yeah, I just want to resign. 2100. Do you want to try F5? Playable, I don't know if it's good though. Just because it's playable doesn't mean it's good. But I mean, I need to try to get my light square bishop in the game. So sorry, I was away with my computer. Yeah, that happens a lot. People, yeah, that's how I, like, lose by forfeit in arena tournaments. You forget. Astrobane, it's time for dinner. Oh no, I missed my challenge. Are we gonna lose on time here? 5+3. This is a different time control. Yeah, the 5-5 is too much. I should really, like, not allow that. Oh, he took that way. Okay. Am I going to lose a pawn? No, not necessarily. I hate playing bullet chess and playing for time. He's so solid. Jesus. So solid. The other F4. Your other F4. Black's very solid. Bishop E3. Oh boy. Okay. He played great, you know, until he's like in a difficult position, lost on time. Is it lost? It's not even lost. He's actually okay here. It's funny, I was thinking I was better. He must have been thinking I was better because it looks like I'm better. I have two bishops. A C4 or bishop B2. Amazingly, black is fine. Well, check out this game. 14 center pawn lost by white, 12 center pawn lost by black. And then G Souths is going to say, well, there were no tactics in the game. Again, he's right to a point. The game wasn't tactically complex. Nothing happened there. It was a very boring game. All right, Mr. Slow is back. You guys don't have to do 5+5. 5-3 is fast enough. I mean, it's slow enough. Do I go first? I can't play knight f3. That happens if you play knight f3. Oh my god. No way. Mr. Slow is not... He's not playing the King's Indian. He does this sometimes. It is nice to get away from the King's Indian and not have to face that all the time. He's a pro at this too. What can I do? The reti. Okay, if you play a6, you've done a6, maybe not right away. Bishop e7 is the main move. The black can play a lot of things. Takes, Jerry Hankin. I played d takes c against Jerry Hankin once. Almost lost. Why would I do that with black? Terrible way to play with black. So no mistakes almost by either side in the last game. I don't create enough imbalance. You know, you got to create imbalance if you want to win. And we're not creating any imbalance. And everyone plays so solid. Lee. Very solid. Schumacher, the last game, well, not Mr. Hand who beat me, right? Who checkmated me brutally after playing like horrible moves in the opening. And then went, yeah, that's the one player who cheated against me. I'm pretty sure. I mean, how can he play such ridiculous moves and then, you know, yeah, I don't think so. E3? If you don't play E3 now, when are you going to play E3? On the next move? Okay. If D4, E3, probably a main line. D4, B4 is possible too. That was something that happened in a previous game. Yeah, no, I mean, that's a very normal game. There's nothing suspicious about the last game. Nothing suspicious about any games except for the hand guy. That game was totally weird. But it's a boring line. It really is. Mr. Slow knows this. We've had this before. The Tory attack is very boring. I mean, any closed queen pawn game is kind of boring, but that's all right. You're black. You got to do something against knight f3. I think that's the most normal line, but I don't really enjoy playing it. Yeah. Tory attack extremely dry. It's like eating muesli. Raisin bran. Mr. Sloth. Mr. Sloth hand. That'd be a good superhero. You just have like a sloth for a hand. Mr. Sloth hand. So what's the theory here? 98? Didn't we see 98 before? That's a weird move. A5. A5 is standard. You know it is. You can't play knight d7, can you? You lose a pawn. There you go, A5. A5 threatening A4? Or not yet? Knight E5? Knight E5, rook E5. E5, knight E5, rook E5. Knight D7, rook B5. What about my knight on B1? A4, what? What? Mr. Slothhand, what are you doing? Wow, this is insane. It's a pawn sacrifice. Maybe a 2-pawn sacrifice. Double pawn sacrifice. Maybe the exchange. Who go h3 if black goes bishop g4? Well, I think that's a very complicated question, Peter Smith. And I wouldn't know how to even begin to understand when I should play h3 or not. I think it's a very complex question. It should depend on whether one is castled or not and what the opponent has played. I think it's not an easy question to answer about the h3 or not. But studying a lot of games by strong players, you know, probably be, oh, you have a3 here. Okay. I have to say I missed that. He didn't play it after all that. Crazy. I thought the point was a3. I only realized too late he had to move a3 there. Okay, I have bishop c1. It's not fatal. And by the way, I want a pawn. I don't care about the pawn on a4 so much. I need to develop. I'm up a pawn. I need to develop my pieces. You know, the knight needs to get to d2. I need to get it in the game or somewhere, maybe a3. But I need to develop. Maybe my bishop might need to go back to c1 later as well. So rather than being materialistic, we're going to be non-materialistic. Mr. Slow is a good player, but he's slow. Yeah, triple bishop sacrifice. You know, I had that like a couple months ago. I made another bishop. I was trolling someone and I queened a third bishop. Is it called queening if you make a bishop? It's bishoping. Anyway, so I bishoped. You say queening, so it's bishoping. I bishoped, and I had 3 bishops. It was cool. I had 2 light square bishops and a dark square bishop in an endgame. And it was really fun because you would think like the bishops were really redundant, but actually it was very useful having a second light square bishop. It was kind of funny. So if you ever want to troll someone who won't resign, rather than making like a whole bunch of queens, it's actually more fun to make minor pieces. It can be really interesting to have 3 bishops on the board. Yeah, the exact position is important, right? All right. Yeah, I get that. So bishop f5, like he no longer has that diagonal. That kind of sucks. Bishop d2, bishop g2, bishop f5 is a threat. Knight d2 allows bishop b4. That's a problem. There are various threats and problems. So what if I play this? Ask a question, get an answer. I don't think that e4 is his best, though. Famous last words. He did open his rook up. But I think his bishop going to b4 was an important... It was an important aspect, you know, in the position. I guess g6 allows rook h5. This bishop isn't doing anything on f6. You know, if that was going in here, it was very problematic. See? Oh, look, he's going back to b4. I wonder why. Why do you guys think he's going back there? Damn. That is annoying, huh? I had my chance to play b4 and I didn't do it. Talk about regret. Major regret. I have some serious regret going on now. Shit, what a good move. Bishop e7. Damn, that sucks. We'll just have to play around it. It's that simple. By the way, Mr. So is a great increment player. f5. Jeez, that's kind of over the top. Wow. Let's hope he doesn't get in to e3. Oh my god, what a psychopath. Of course. Takes f4. Oh my god. I just like saying oh my god all the time. Fine. How's your bishop doing? Good? His bishop g4. No, what's that? Wait, what's queen d8? Oh no. What? Alright. I don't know about this game. An imperfect game by Mr. Slow. I missed something. Whoa. Yeah, so knight e5 is a move, but a4 is crazy. I'm supposed to play d3, which is kind of slow. Magnus, 15 plus 15, no. That's no. So the opening is equal. I'm supposed to play d3, which I played before. But it looks like a5 isn't your best move. It is. It is the Stockfish #1 move, a5. Okay. Now knight e5. You should take knight d7, rook b5. I thought I have rook b5, but it's no good. That's weird. I'm just going to walk right into knight c5, bishop d7. So this isn't good for me. I misevaluated this. I have to go back. Therefore, knight e5 is not too good. Alright, so I have to play d3. Then rook e8. Or you can play bishop c5, which I've seen before too. Anyway, the ready is nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing for white, of course. Peter Lee Smith, another challenge. Do we have any others? I'm black? Okay. Uh-huh. Well, I don't want another Tory attack. If I play g6, you can play d4. Now you're playing the King's Indian. Ah. Reverse. Not Pabu. You have maybe the most creative name of anyone here. Alright. I was thinking about this actually in the last round of the World Senior. Michalowski could have played the English. What was I going to do? What was I going to do? I don't remember now. E6. That's a well-known line. What was I looking at? Rook b8. I played this position with both colors. I beat Darcy Lima with white. A3? Mm-hmm. Okay. Poor Darcy Lima was like, oh, it happened twice now. 2 times. I gotta beat a Grandmaster every year. I managed to keep the streak alive. This is my only go-to. Sorry for getting too creative. If you're increasing my ego was very low, Mr. Slow. I'll take all the wins I can get. Taking the wins out of my sail. So what am I doing here? I think this is actually okay for him. Shit. So he plays the English King's Indian attack. Huh. B4 is not such a bad move. because he can open up the position, and sometimes that can be bad for me. Obviously. Take. Check, take. I don't know. Yeah, Mr. So, I don't know what to do about that. I don't know what to do. I mean, the Catalan, everybody plays the Catalan. So I like to play the ready because it has more tension and you're less committed in the center, but the ready looks like it's nothing for white. I mean, I've known that for like 40 years. What are you going to do, you know? I think the moral of the story is that if you do play the ready with white, you have to play it like perfectly, because if you don't, you're worse. It's not a question of being equal. I've already lost games to you. In the past, I believe. Yeah, this is a pro move, rook e1. This is like, I had this position before. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, you shouldn't play the king's e all the time. No, it's too one-dimensional. That's not good for your game, you know, for sure. 100%. Where am I going to put my knight? I'm going to have to play e5. Well, he had pawn takes pawn there. I mean, that move had to be seriously considered. Because now I can take back with the d pawn. In the other variation, you know, in the previous position, if he plays pawn takes pawn, if I take back with the d pawn, he has queen takes queen check. King takes, knight e5 check. I was kind of scared. I have to allow bishop takes b7, and I'm getting sliced by these two bishops. h3 looks very slow. But on the other hand, okay, I have to do something. I could play h5, that's very weakening. Horrible. So what am I supposed to play? e5? For lack of a better option. It's a bishop substitute. Wow. Knight h2 with the idea of knight g4? Are you serious? Because that's not cool. I don't like that. Seriously, knight g4. Maybe I don't like that. Oh my god, look at that. Knight h2 to f1. That's a deep idea. Holy cow. Holy cows. South Park cows. Wow. Dude, that's disturbing. Who plays knight h2, knight f1? That's crazy. I've never seen anyone do that. That's insane. That's brilliant. It's literally brilliant. Peter Large. Peter Large Smith. Okay. I like closed positions though. When my opponent has a bishop and I don't. We want lots of pawns on the board. Lots of pawns. This is pretty much going according to plan. Oh. Very sneaky. Do you have a bishop, or is it a good bishop? Is it a bad bishop? What kind of bishop is that? Ah, you didn't like c4. I don't blame you. That was a good move. That was a good move. Yeah, I had that. Get my queen trapped. Great idea. Fianchettoed knight. I'm really big on fianchettoed knights. If anyone has seen my recent games. You know, it's funny to look at the board reversed. It's an advantage. I feel like I'm cheating. It's like looking at a demo board. I can see the position from both colors at the same time. Multiple perspectives. Looking at the board from my opponent's side seems like a decisive, not decisive, but anyway, a significant advantage. Okay. A6, rook b8. Rook b1, a4, a5. Probably a bad idea. I have no counterplay. Okay, h4. How's my time? I have half an hour. We have another half an hour to play some more games. Wow, rook h1. I expected g4. He didn't do that. Why not? Knight is really bad. So we really have to play on the side. Okay. Threatening e4, but am I? Is e4 even a good move? Queen f5? No. Well, okay, so he did that. Really? Really, really? Oh my God. I didn't see it at all. What am I doing? He's a chess god. Wow, this is a really strong game by white. Starting with rook h1. You know, why wouldn't he play g4 there? Somehow I'm worse now. I was better, now I'm worse. Time is his only problem. Of course. Again, one inaccuracy, one mistake by white. 92 cent upon 92% accuracy. You must be a titled player. I mean, this knight h2 is remarkable. You could have played knight d2. Knight h2 gives you two avenues. There's both knight g4 and knight f1. I don't even know where we left book. Strangely, not a lot of people played bishop takes c3 here. Maybe it's too early. Even more strangely, I have no games with this position. I mean, B4. Dude, B4? What's B4 about? Dude, that's a theoretical novelty, no? No. No. It's actually the main move. Wow, you knew that? White has no wins with that move. E3, I know. No, A3. A3 is a little bit less usual. A3. B6, best. And now B4. Wow, I've never faced this. Extremely strong move. Notice that white has won no games. Even Rouses couldn't win. He must have, it was pre-cheating. 2013 was right before he started cheating. He's an inspiration. This is what I would normally do. So bishop takes c3, d takes c. Colin McNabb, 93. There's a Galubka game. Bishop b7. Now e4. You didn't play e4. That's engine's number 1. No Nefedov, you can't play a rated game. Rookie 1, theoretical novelty. F6. And now the very, very surprising move H3. No Nefedov, it has to be casual, not rated. Here I could have played 95. H5 is necessary. But the move that struck me the most was the move Rook H1. Because it looks like black is fine. Queen D3 is a top 5. See, I would have played G4. I would have played G4 with white here, but you played Rook H1. But G5 is like a draw. I want to keep winning chances alive. This is too dangerous, what I did. It's a little bit too dangerous. This is even losing after I forgot how dangerous the F-file was. But here I lose a pawn. Queen F5. What happens? Queen F5, G takes F5, bishop takes H4. Oh no, that's okay for me. Anyway, very impressive game by white. Only lost on time, of course. I was never better. I was always worse the whole game. I equalized after Queen H4. It was a close one. Even King, this is a mistake. You had Bishop F6. I have Queen H7, Queen H7, King H7, Bishop somewhere, and white is, Knight A5, Rook C1. White is not worse. All right, guys. Last games. Nefedov, come on. Nefedov, where are you? Don't be shy. Come on, guys. Wake up. Nefedov challenged me to rate it and then left when I declined his challenge. This is how Darcy Lima lost against me with black. I think he also got his knight on B7. It's a disaster. The white bishop is better than my knight. It's a very strong game by white. He must be a master. At least master strength. There's Nefedov. Right. Nefedov is back. Alright. I refused to play the exchange variation of the Spanish. I can't do that. It's too boring. Nefedov plays sharp lines, but he also plays some really boring stuff. Exchange exchange Roy Lopez and is also this. The line against the Petrov is bad. Who's the worst player to play the Petrov against? Ask Bobby Chang. I can't believe you played the Petrov against Leko. Could you think of like a dumber thing to do? The guy managed to get bored to death and lose. He lost to Leko. The black side of a Petrov. You got to create something dynamic against Leko, not go into like Technical City. So the worst possible opening you could pick. Even the old Karo Khan is better than that. Leko, come on guys. You don't play that against Leko. I think the guy just assumes Leko loves draws, so he would just draw. Alright, bishop g5, queen takes check. Bishop e7. Wait, I forgot what I do now. Oh yeah. What? Wait. Do you always play bishop g5? I can't remember. Do you normally play knight c3, not bishop g5? Isn't that the trick? See, I don't want to play knight d7. I don't want to play that. What choice do I have? Oh no. Knight c3. What am I gonna do? You're preventing my favorite variation. Look how quick Nefedov is. But I can still play knight c6. You play knight b5, I play knight d7. I guess. Nefedov 2 minutes ahead of me in the Petrov exchange variation with queens off the board. Should I just castle? Is there something wrong with that? You know what this it reminds me of? It's like the exchange King's Indian or something. Preventing knight g4. Very wise. It's a very wise move. Leko. No, even Leko doesn't play this. You're an animal. What an animal. Can you imagine g4? I know what his plan is. Can I get b5? I'm not afraid of you. See you later. All right. B5. Oh no. So where do I put my knight? It's not very nice. Okay, b4. This is a little crazy to play b4. Okay, I don't know. I didn't have to do that. I'm not sure it's bad. I like that knight on a4 though. That should be good. You put your knight on a4, I put my knight on a5. We're even. You can attack my knight on a5, but I can't attack your knight on a4? Or how does this work? Just kidding. He defended it. Look at that. What a defensive move. Oh, he has a square for his knight even. Wow. Right. Okay. Yes. My knight is stuck. If you take, do I take with a rook or do I take with a pawn? I had to defend my a6 pawn. How is he a minute ahead of me? He was 2 minutes ahead of me. Now just one. Alright, next. J-Espresso, Kel Max. Whoa. Kel Max is 2,300 now? What? Wow, that's very high. I want to check the rating. Bishop f6, bishop f6. Bishop b2, bishop d2, loses a pawn. Knight d4, rook d4. Rook d4. Rook d4 or after? What? Well, I guess I have to take that. Alright. You made the decision for me. What the hell? Fine. Be that way. What? I'm gonna fianchetto another knight? Are you serious? Rook e7 was a little too aggressive. He does have rook f4, huh? Shit. He had rook f4? Maybe it was good? Careful. Oh my god. Oh my god. You're kidding me. You had that move? That miracle? Holy fucking lucky son of a bitch. He had knight a5. That's crazy. You had that. That sucks. Wow. What a convenient move to have. Oh my God, he's a genius. Look at Nefedov's score against me. Immediately, he's like crushing me. Of course. Time, position, tactics, everything. Where's the knight going? I will leave. I should leave too. I don't want to be here. It's too painful. Play you guys. Rook pawns. Didn't notice that move before. I had that move before? No, only after h4. h4 was a good choice. You resign. You have knight h6, knight f5, knight g3. Knight h6, h2. No, knight h6, h4. Oh my God. How did he know that was winning for me? He didn't even play another move. He instantly resigned. You have this. And it's lucky after h2, it's too slow. Oh, it's too slow. Wow. Look at that game by Nefedov. 5 blunders. 3 blunders by me. But we're in time pressure. I'm in time pressure already. I'm in time pressure already by here. It's unbelievable. This loses. He misses rook f4. And he's still not worse. That's unbelievable. It's like you have some kind of miracle angel guarding you, that this move doesn't trap the exchange. I thought I was losing back in exchange, not a whole rook. I mean a whole knight. I lose a whole knight. He allows c5. He misses rook f4. And then he just luckily has knight e5. And then takes and knight c6. And I didn't see that my knight's hanging. Oh my God. Horrible. India, no game. Sorry, no. Sporgasm. Okay, last game. No, I don't play people with no blitz and rapid games. That's not happening. Nefedov plays unbelievable chess, man. I don't know how he's not higher rated. Okay, you got me. You got me, you got me. When you got me, you got me. I don't know, Nephilim. I don't know what to do against you. Your repertoire is no fun to play against. It's no fun to play against you. Nothing personal, but I can't handle that exchange for Lopez. If I play the Sicilian, I get the same thing every time. You know, the Kraken's kind of unsound. I can't play the Caro-Kann. I should play the Sicilian if it was a serious game, but I don't want to play the same thing every time. The Petros, that's awful. That's awful. I'd rather die than play that in like a tournament game. That's awful. The Queen E2 Petrov is awful. I would rather quit chess. I can't play that. That's horrible for black. Cameral's... Oh no. Yeah, well, you did that to me. It's your fault. You know. You made me all flustered. Wait, that's the wrong camera. Where is it? Video? Yeah. Alright. It's all your fault. It just does that randomly when I'm close to losing. Yeah, I don't know. Sporgasm played a weird line here. It's like a Caro-Kann, but with A6. No, Nephilim, you deserve to win. You deserve to win. You got me with Bishop G5. What do I do after Bishop G5? I don't know. Spore GSM. E5. Sporgem. Uh-huh. Nothing. What could possibly go wrong now? It's no big deal. Nothing major. Yeah, you guys are terrorizing me today. Everyone terrorized me today. Horrible. I'm terrible at Blitz. I'm terrible. And that's why my Blitz rating is really low. I'm like 2270 now in Blitz. I played 2 Blitz tournaments. 2270 FIDE. Horrible. I used to be decent at Blitz. Now I suck. This is actually rapid. Well, 5.5 was rapid. This is Blitz. Yeah. I'm probably better at this than the 5.5. Nah, maybe not. Wow, Bishop F8. Oh my god. God, this is painful. It hurts. Yeah, don't develop your pieces or anything. Oof. No particular threat. Move a rook. Try a rook move. No, that's not a rook move. Your other rook move. Sporgasm played the St. George against me. No one does that. I play the St. George against people. They don't play it against me. F4 H6. I don't really like that. I'm not sure I have a choice though. It's okay. Your king's in the center. No big deal. What could possibly go wrong? What does development mean? You have a strong move here. Queen b6 check, maybe? I still think white's better. Sporgasm is a crazy player. But it's nice to get a little bit of craziness. Everyone else has been so solid. We've seen a lot of solid guys playing against me today. Mostly. Yeah. That's a king, isn't it? King versus king. This is horrible, huh? Closed. Hard to break through. But white is clearly better. Camera's out of focus. Not anymore. Alright, guys. Last game. C4. Takes. And then what? I don't want to let you play C4. Hiya, what's up? Hiawatha. Black is mildly insane in the membrane, but it's just all fun. Damn, another good move. Holy shit. $18.43. What a game. Black is still hanging on. It's no big deal. It's just king on e7. That's totally safe. It's very safe in the long run. Black is playing for the long run here. This is end of stream. Yeah, we're leaving now. I am finished. We'll be back on Sunday with a simul. You gonna sack the exchange? My head hurts. Making my head hurt. Please don't sack the exchange. Goodbye, Hydroxy. Lewis. Lewis Bob Johnson. A great position. Your king is in the center of the board, dude. Goodbye, Lewis. Oh. Alright. We have to combine everything we've got to beat this guy. He has an 1800. That's serious. Serious stuff. I have trouble against anyone over, well, 1999, basically. 1800 I should be able to handle. Usually. No, usually. Wow. We are coordinating. Coordination station. And he's still defending like God. Holy shit, bro. He's 1800? Have to be kidding me. Oh my god. G4 is probably a bad move. Look at this, dude. He's hanging on. This is crazy. You're 1800. Look at the game. 15. No mistakes. 91% accuracy by an 1800. Dude, give me a break. How is that possible? How are you playing 91% accuracy? You're -2, and I still can't beat you. Playing the best move every time. You know, another good move. Another good move. Another good move. So you get a bad position, but then you play... I'm in my 40s. Oh my god. Do you know people mentally improve into their 50s, so you're not even reaching your peak yet. Imagine how strong he's going to be when he's in his 50s. Jesus. I made a mistake, you didn't. I made 3 inaccuracies, you made 4. But I mean, it's like handicap. You know, you handicap yourself -2, but I still can't win. That's crazy, you're 1800. You can play without making a mistake. It's insane. The final position, he's better. He's better. Just see this king walk. Is king f8 engine number 1 move? Oh yeah, surprisingly it is. Wow. What a surprise. Rook f c2, rook bc7, engine number 1 move. G4 is a mistake. I went too far. I should have played h3. Offered a draw or something. Anyway, interesting games today. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.